Hello, everybody, and welcome to Shenanigans or Basketball, depending on if you're Connor or the rest of us.
Yep. Depending on who you watch. You can watch me or you can watch my background.
Yeah, it's probably not a violation of TOS. It's fine. How are you all doing today?
Doing well.
Doing awesome.
Doing all right. It's interesting to see Neal just try to get Jello to his mouth.
Try? I have succeeded 100% of the time.
100% of the time.
100% of the time, yeah.
Well, we'll have to see if you are 1% Jello and fail 1% of the time.
That would be an interesting prospect, yeah. Anyway, welcome to Shenanigans, everybody. Why don't we go around the table, quickly say who we are, yada yada, who our characters are, whatever. And then we'll hop into today's game. So we'll start with Nick / somebody.
Well, I'm Nick. I'm playing Zen today. The original character. 5th level wizard, 8 HP. Really good rolls on HP there. Yep.
Beautiful. That's
Beautiful.
Atrocious. What's your con? It's above 7, right?
It's 12.
Okay. So no HP penalties, just lots of 1s on your HP rolls.
Yes.
Ouch. Tough. And next up we have Bryan.
Sure. So I'm playing Arlen. He is a half-elf wizard enchanter who is keeping track of the enemies of Mylistria on his journey to support the dragon.
Excellent. And Connar.
Yo, what up? I'm Connor. I'm playing Shag. He's a little kobold that's a rogue and a wizard at the same time. He's pretty impressive.
Mm-hmm. That means we have a 2.5 wizard party and a half rogue party. Yeah. All right. Well, why don't we start today's session in Shenanigans? I know it's a change of pace, but I thought it might be useful, fun to do that from time to time. Actually start in the bar. Let's bring up our Shenanigans map. Get the players over there too. Oh, you're here already. Wonderful. Where within this beautiful old tavern would you like to be sitting? That's someone else's house. This is a private residence. Do not start in someone else's house.
Zen would probably just be sitting in someone else's house and just be like a beer.
And they're like, no, yes, stop staring. Why don't you blink?
Mildly important, Zen never blinks.
Ever. Does he eye drop his own eyes or no?
He just doesn't blink.
Just doesn't blink.
Unless you consider when he's sleeping, and then it's just a very, very long blink.
Very long.
Got it.
He has yet to manage to learn to be one of those people that keeps their eyes open when they sleep.
It's terrifying.
It is terrifying.
All right, so the party is seated around a table in the corner of Shenanigans. Let's get our Shenanigans music up because there's a small little group of halflings over here that are playing some sort of semi-festive tune that they seem to be super into, and everyone else is more or less content with just being there, but whatever. It's not that great.
It's not insanely good. It's not bad. It's just kind of background music.
Yeah. Some say you've heard this song every place you go for the last 3 years. It's a popular halfling song.
Oh, what is the name of that? The Star Wars Cabana tune or something like that?
The Cantina song.
Cantina. Yeah.
Not Cabana, but you know what? I can see how they're pretty close. Yeah.
Sure.
You could have a cantina in a cabana, or a cabana in a cantina. Anyway. Despite the halfling setting of them playing, they're really only playing for you guys and one group of cranky dwarves, although that might be a little redundant, who are sitting underneath the stairs in this corner over here.
Underneath the stairs. Emphasis.
Well, you know, like below, beside, not actually imparted underneath the staircase, but you know, like you might, if you live under a mountain, you actually live at the base of the mountain. You're not inside the mountain.
I mean,
Unless
if
you're a dwarf,
you literally live under.
Yeah.
I could see where I might have been confusing when I said dwarves live under the
I think
staircase.
there's
That
at
might make
least
sense.
one of them that is currently actually under the stairs.
You know what? You're right. They've opened up a little alcove back there to make more room. The dwarves are under the stairs. There's a little table that now
dwarf-sized
is
table.
actually under the stairs. That's where
Excellent.
they are. Yeah. And so it's just these 3 dwarves at this table, and you guys, and some halflings over here on a bit of a stage performing.
Mm-hmm.
I was gonna say there's 3 of them as well, and there's 3 of you guys, and we've got a Desmond behind the bar. We've got a Borsch sitting on the bar. I don't know how to draw.
This is a really small stage.
It's whatever. That's very. But you know, it's for halflings.
Mm-hmm.
Does the halfling band have a name?
Yes. They are Lutes and Liars. Mm-hmm. Of
Very
course, this
well.
is massive copyright infringement. The original Lutes and Liars was comprised of no halflings. Their music was great, and these halflings are clearly trading on someone else's name. But I don't think anyone in the party knows that yet. But these are devious pirate halflings taking people's names and their songs and performing them as if they're their own. They need to be stopped, but that's a story for a different day.
Fireball.
That's one way for Zen to go out. Fireball and shenanigans.
You wouldn't download a carriage.
That's true. You wouldn't download a carriage.
Wouldn't download a spell.
Well, I mean,
All right. This may be too much Jello for me. I might have to stop eating the Jello.
no,
I
you've already committed, Neal.
It's
Already
4
committed.
cups of Jello, man. That's a lot of Jello. All right,
Oh,
I can do it. It'll just take me a while.
You get all session, but you said you were going to finish it this session.
I know, but all right, we'll get to it. All right, it's got 4 hours. We'll finish it. Anyway, you're sitting here in the tavern. All is going well when a young woman kind of comes in the bar, looks around a little bit, sees just the 3 of you sitting over there. One of you's a kobold. Both of you are humans, though. The others, right? No, you're a half elf.
Yeah.
Okay. So sees the kobold, the half elf, the human, and starts tentatively making her way over to you guys and says in a soft, mousy voice, hi?
what up?
Excuse me?
Hey.
Hi. My brother's missing? I think something bad happened to him. And the constable, the sheriff, McGruff, said it was outside of his jurisprudence? Jurisdiction?
Jurisdiction.
Yeah, what I don't know the word, but yeah. And so he said he couldn't do anything. And then I talked to the local lord, and he told me to go away. And I thought maybe you could help me.
Where is the town of jurisdiction, if I may ask?
What? Huh?
Said it was outside the sheriff of jurisdiction.
I'm.
Jurisdiction. It means it's outside of his responsibilities.
Oh, is that what that meant?
Okay.
Oh, okay. Well, anyway, my brother, missing. I think he's been kidnapped.
Why do you think he's been kidnapped?
A weird man came to our house and said he was hiring people and he could pay 30 copper a day for a good worker and 50 copper a day for like a really good worker. And so my brother went to go work for him and never came back.
How long ago was this?
3 days ago.
What was the job? The work?
He said it was just manual labor. It's what my brother does. He's just a laborer. But this, this offered 3 to 5 times what he normally makes, so he went for it, and now he's gone.
What did this man look like?
He was short. He was a gnome with white hair and dirty feet and what do you call it? Like lots of little cuts all over his arms and hands and face, like he was cut a lot of little times.
Okay. Did you happen to catch his name?
Paper cuts?
So a death by
maybe?
1,000 cuts and he didn't die.
His name was, I don't know if I got it, but how many gnomes can there be, right? And I know what village they're in, if that helps.
Oh, that definitely helps.
Yeah, I can show you to where.
You can show us the way. All right.
You can show us the world.
And what town are you from?
I'm from Berkshire, so is my brother. We're both from here.
Okay.
I'm sorry, my name is Layla. It's nice to meet you all. Who are you?
I'm Arlen. I'm hang out here a lot. Listen to the Lutes and Liars. It's my favorite band.
They're quite good. You know that they got that one song that goes do 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 do. You know that one? It's a good one. I like it.
Yeah. Yeah, for sure.
I'm Zen.
Hi, Zen. So what now?
Now you should, you take us to or you tell us where the village is that your brother was working, and then we start investigating.
Do you have a map? She says. As somebody hopefully has a map.
I'm sure
probably
Zen
one of
has one at this
Shenanigans.
point.
Yeah, all right. Zen pulls out a map so everyone can come look at it. And she points up the road here.
Oh, okay.
Oh, literally middle of nowhere. Excellent.
Yeah, it's like 8-9 miles down the road once you consider the weave of it. Take you maybe 4 hours to get there. So you can go there and back in a day.
All
Or if
right.
you're
Yeah, we can take a
halfway
look.
to
Sure, it'll be no problem for us. We're all very powerful mages here.
Oh,
Christ.
good. Good. What about fighters? Are there no fighters?
No,
Oh. What if they fight?
that's going to be unfortunate.
Cast spells.
Okay.
There's
Well-
the dwarves. Wonder if they can fight.
She looks around, finally sees the dwarves under the table. Let me give the dwarves a constitution check. Let's see what sort of shape they're in.
Oh, please tell me they're like all old fat dwarves.
I was gonna mean how drunk they were, but I can also roll their age. Let's do that too.
Old
go to
fat
the-
drunk dwarves.
Regal Goblin's randomizer. The first dwarf is 190 years old. At 61 in human years. He's definitely too old to go adventuring. The second dwarf is only 28 in human years. Nice young spry feller. She is not intoxicated yet. And the third dwarf is also a young one, only 25 in human years. And he is not intoxicated either. But the old one, well, he's pretty drunk. And he's pretty old. And he's like trying to hold on to his battle axe like a staff as he gets up to go to the bathroom, but like grabs it by the blade and cuts himself. And the other two have to come over and tend to his wounds. And you can hear someone saying something like, "Oh God, not again." And the reliability of this group of dwarves seems to be questionable, but they could be meat shields, maybe.
I mean, if we're gonna... It's only a gnome we have to deal with, right?
Who knows what sort of gnome it could be?
Gnomes can be evil.
What can you tell us about this gnome? What did he just offer anything other than just manual labor? Did he seem like a friendly person? I guess, was he rhyming all the time?
No, he
Zen-
wasn't actually. Now that you mention it.
I say gnomes can be evil. Zen just has a flashback to the time he fireballed inside of a gnome home.
That's not even the worst part of it. There were children in there, and the roof collapsed, and they were left behind.
It's fine.
But gnomes are shitty little creatures anyway,
They died
so
of natural causes.
yes.
Starvation is a natural cause.
Starvation and asphyxiation and dehydration are all natural causes. I don't know which one did them in the end, but
Is there like a god of like pain or something?
All right, time to kill
there's a
one.
god of suffering.
Okay.
Good.
Who the
I was
fuck is a
thinking-
god of suffering? I should know this stuff, right? Ponos. Ponos, the god of suffering. And I think Ponos is a dude. Yeah, he's a dude. He's the offspring of Malchus and Nadinus.
Ah, yes.
Such a dick. Perfect quote there, Domehammer. Anyway, so the gnome, right? What can I tell you about him? He
Oh, he's got all those scars, right?
Yeah, he has lots of little scars. He wasn't rhyming. He said that he needed good workers, and he asked my brother, my older brother, but then he also asked me if I wanted to work for him too. But you're looking at this girl. She's maybe like 15. She's quite young. She's small. She's not particularly strong. Like, you know, she's a little maybe stunted for her age. There's no way that she would make a good laborer, and she seems confident that the gnome was asking her to be a laborer as well, which was confusing to her.
It's fair.
What? Oh my god, is Nealbot down? God damn it, Nealbot. No, I just can't spell. That's what it is.
And this was a couple of days ago?
Yeah. Yeah. I'm worried about my brother. He hasn't come home.
Okay.
Yeah, we can
Well,
go
we
find
better
him.
check out what those gnomes are up to. They're always
Okay.
up to something.
So she will lead you down the trail in the direction of the gnome home.
The gnome home.
Okay.
The gnome home. Let me set up a wee bit of thingy-majobbers. Where is our forest day? Love our forest day tracks. Okay, so you are walking along this trail. It's a regular, I didn't mean that. Regular everyday day in Eridon. Sun is shining, birds are chirping, everything seems to be going fine.
It's fine.
When you come across an unconscious figure in the middle of the road, just face down.
Oh, that's good. I'll be on the lookout. Actually, no, I'm just gonna go hide in the bush and prepare. And
All the wizard really wants to approach. Fireball it quick! Okay. I guess Zen technically has the most HP in the party. Oh god.
Wow, is
Actually,
that true? That
so
can't be
the
true.
neat thing about this is we are all multiple powers
Yeah.
at 2, so we got 2, 4, and 8. It's pretty neat.
Yeah. A 2 HP, a 4 HP, and an 8 HP. That's
Wow, you guys are fucked.
Mm-hmm.
This is going to be an interesting session because you definitely have the power output, but you have no survivability whatsoever.
Nope.
This is disappointing.
Can
Yes?
can I look around, see if it's like there's just a figure on the road? Is there anyone in the trees?
I should have charmed one of the dwarves. I think we could have gotten a dwarf.
That may have
Probably should
worked. Give me a perception check, Zen, to check the trees and scan for life.
Whatever.
God.
Nice.
Oh my god.
I'll also roll. Perception.
You feel confident there's no one else here.
Perfect.
It's just this body. Unless something is under the body, it could be another devilish trap. Maybe gnomes have rebuilt their town in the middle of the road.
Dear God, not again.
I guess is the girl still with us?
Yep.
I'm gonna ask her. Like, does that look like your brother over there, or anybody you recognize?
She shakes her head. No. My brother had a mullet. You know, short in front, long in back.
Mm.
And the person lying on the ground just has long hair everywhere.
Mm.
I think I'm gonna throw a rock at it from a little ways away.
We rolled a hit.
Someone's just taking a nap in the middle of the road, gets hit by a rock. Ow!
Well, to be fair, if you take a nap in the middle of the road, you deserve to be hit by a rock, you know?
Mm.
I've got magical sling bullets.
I had a friend way back in the day when we were all hanging out that thought it would be hilarious when a car was coming to just like run in the middle of the road and lay down in front of the car.
Oh, that'd be hilarious.
Because, you know, kids are stupid.
Which
And when he
roll
did
is
it, a D20 plus 0. And when he
Yeah,
did, the car stopped and a woman got out and somewhere in like her 40s or 50s, and my friend got up and like ran back to the group, and then she came over to the group and just stood and berated him for like 5 minutes, giving him a savage tongue lashing before she took off again. I wish I could say it talked some sense into him, but I don't think it did. We were young. They were younger. Oh god, those fools. 19, you critically hit the unconscious body.
Good job.
Why don't you roll me 2d3 damage? Actually, yeah, 2d3 damage, that's appropriate. Because you should probably get some bonuses for things, but then also some penalties for things, so I don't think it's going to double crit. Well, if it wasn't dead already...
It sure is now.
Let's see how much HP a person might have had.
Watch, they've got.
All right. Well, the body continues to not move.
Okay, cool.
That's for certain.
I like how you chucking that rock could have taken out a shag over there. The entire party's like one spell away from death.
Like one mild trip walking down the road away from death.
All of us are.
Mm-hmm.
I'm
guess
a little
Zen has
worried
more.
about like necromancy here. It's just giving off that like the cuts on the guy's face, recruiting people.
Nah, he's just seen some shit. All right,
Okay.
so
I guess.
satisfied that nothing's gonna jump out at us, I go actually investigate the body.
Okay.
Yeah. I think we
It is
all
a
go up
body.
together.
Of a middle-aged man. And when you roll him over, you
There's
notice
a rock wound on his head.
it hasn't risen. He was dead already. His body's cold to the touch. There are all sorts of like long slashes across him that are surprisingly deep, and there's lots of them. I mean, they're not like really deep, but they're they're a good like centimeter or two deep. Lots of these long things, and there's a couple of big stabs and odd marks. There are no fighters in the party. I was gonna call for a check, but
I know
maybe
stabby.
Zen, you've been around a long time. Give me a perception check. You've seen a lot of wounds inflicted by many different sources.
A 32, Neal.
Yeah.
29.
Wow. So the wounds look unusual to you. Like the stabbier ones are fairly like narrow in the middle and broad at the top, more so than you would have with most weapons. You know, most weapons are quite narrow, most stabbing weapons are, but some of these wounds are wide but not that deep. You know what I mean? And as you are digging around through him and inspecting these things, you
Kind
find
of like someone used more of like a tool on him than.
yeah.
Okay.
Well, with the 32 and the 29, you pull out a few chunks of glass out of his body.
That is pretty unusual.
Glass is a pretty rare thing around here.
So what you're saying is we extract the glass and sell it.
Sure.
Glass is only useful if it's made into a usable form. Broken glass is equally worthless in this time period.
I mean,
Although there was an SNL skit where someone tried to sell bags of broken glass to children. That was funny.
No, Neil, you just got to get large enough pieces of broken glass and then have like iron rods between them all, and then it's a beautiful window.
True.
I'll take just like a random bag that I'll probably have just kind of hanging on my body, and collect the glass in there, the broken glass in there, and then whenever we like stop for a break, I'll just like start beating on the bag with a rock, break off all the glass, turn it into glass powder.
He doesn't have anything on him, does he? Like a bag or like just his clothes on.
He's just got his clothes on. Nothing in his pockets. No bags. No identifying markers.
I think I'd move him off into the ditch.
Okay, you put the dead man in a ditch.
I pat his head and say, there, and then leave.
Perfect. Not gonna work, is this?
Now I have pocket sand and pocket glass.
Oh, God!
Yeah. What do you think I was going to use that for? Spell components? Yeah, you got your color spray, sure, but I've got my fucking glass powder, and it will blind someone.
Yeah, but you grab it and you're like, glass powder, and then your hand is like covered in glass powder, and then it's, oh
Yeah,
God,
sure.
it hurts, and then you like,
Or I just take the
you
bag
go to
and
scratch yourself, and then it's in your face, and you go to the bathroom, and it's in your junk. Oh my God. It's a terrible thing, Connar.
No, there are many ways to get that out there. You can use the bag and...
You're a brave man. I would never play with a bag of glass powder unless I was in like a full body suit of protective gear. But maybe I'm just a coward. Possible.
Shag knows how to use it.
Okay. Anywho,
It's for an emergency.
yeah, you put him on the side of the road, and you guys seem fairly content, and you're just gonna move on. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
It's weird, but...
Yeah, it is weird. Let's see. Oops. Oops. Arlen, Shayog. Perfect. All right. You keep heading down the road, and maybe like 1,000 feet farther, you spot, standing in the very middle of a road, is a window in a frame, like propped up in the middle of the road.
Like a glass window?
Like a glass window.
Is it broken?
Nope. It's together in its frame, just like balancing in the middle of the road.
Dear
in the middle of the
God,
woods.
it's a window mimic.
I'm going to look through the window. Does anything on the other side look different?
Slightly. Yeah, there's like a wavy quality to the window, and as you go like side to side, everything sort of like distorts, and if you like squat down just slightly, you look like really broad, and
So
if you like skid on your
normal
toes, you look pretty thin. Yeah.
Okay,
yeah.
so it's a normal mirror.
So, Neil, I want you to imagine this. All right? A window mimic. You go and like stick your head out a window and it just bites you off. Yeah.
It's probably a pretty good idea.
Is there anything behind the mirror?
More dirt road.
All right, cool. Yeah, I just ignore or leave the mirror as is.
You ignore the mirror and walk on past. All right.
I just kind of assume it's magic and don't bother to casting detect magic.
Arlen, anything?
I mean, I saw what happened to that other guy. That the last time. I'm not staying near this window.
I take special note that both of the other guys have a reflection and I do as well.
Yes.
I get we're out in daytime, just making sure.
You're in the daylight and you all are reflecting
Actually,
images, so you're not vampires. None of you are vampires.
what are you guys' thoughts on just like throwing another rock at it?
Okay, imagine being a sentient mirror where you choose what's reflected and you just cause people to have like shit storms by like not reflecting someone and then saying he's a vampire.
The evil
like,
sentient mirror.
Yeah.
God. Okay. So, Arlen, are you throwing a rock at this thing or not?
I'll throw a rock at it too.
No, don't throw a rock at it.
Okay.
That's a shit ton of bad luck, man.
Oh, okay. You're right.
That's a good
You're right.
point.
I'm a little bit suspicious here. I'm a little bit superstitious here. All right. So I'm not. Yeah, I don't want to.
The party passes by the window.
The real question is, was the old guy in the road actually just a mimic?
Well, you touched him and you didn't stick to him, so he's probably not a mimic. But as you walk past the mirror, the window, out from it, once your back is turned to it, steps a glass golem. And I think as it steps out of the window, you can hear the sound of like glass on glass as it scrapes and steps forward. And we should roll initiative for the glass golem. Everyone should have tokens that they can use. Yeah.
Yeah.
This Bastion's got the sword that makes music, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Why did you do that, Neal?
It's the greatest sword ever. Are you kidding? I would love to have music with me as I wade into battle. Where is our...
It depends on the
You
song.
can't say it's the best
So
sword
good.
ever because there's the call blade.
So good. All right, here we go.
Seriously, the fro, just whatever the name of that sword was that just made noises every time.
Oh, the hawk sword? Yeah, that was pretty sick. All right. Glass golem. Golem.
There we go.
Oh, you gotta click on your tile there.
Uh,
Then there's the initiative button up there.
Did that do anything? It said.
No. So what you do is you click on your token, and then up in the upper left there's an initiative button. You click that.
Oh, okay. I see it. There we go.
Yeah.
And then you can add your modifier manually, which should be... It's whatever your spell speed is. In this case, 2, it looks like.
Yeah.
Yeah. Perfect. All right. Party goes first. Arlen.
All right. I'm really not too happy about this. I think I'm gonna take a couple. Wait, how do I measure stuff?
The third tool down, it's like a circle with a line coming out of it, almost like the symbol for males. Yeah, there you go.
Got it. Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna take a couple steps back here, I would say. And I'll actually throw a rock this time. I got nothing that could. I don't know, do you guys think Grease can do anything against the glass golem?
Would what do anything against the glass golem? Grease? I don't know. I mean, the grease isn't going to destroy the glass golem in of itself. It's a great spell. So are you going to cast grease? Or are you going to throw a rock? Or
all right, I'll cast.
What are you gonna do?
Right.
What are you gonna do, buddy?
I'm casting grease.
All right. I can't finish this Jello, guys. It's too much.
You have to, Neal.
I can't do it.
You can't go back on your word, Neal.
Well, I'm gonna put it away and bring it out in 3 hours and eat it then. All right, you cast grease on the golem. It definitely fails its saving throw. The mostly two-dimensional creature made of glass. Hold on. Rolled poorly.
Excellent.
You know, I have the idea that I could cast continual light on it and just create this glorious light show.
I mean, it wouldn't really do anything, but it'd be neat.
Yeah, it'd be neat.
It's literally, it'd be neat.
Okay, I guess it just fails its saving throw. And if it fails, it falls, right? It slips and hits the ground. I feel like that's how these things work. Okay, let me give it some hit points here. Why? Oh, because I'm on the wrong window. That's why. Its HP bar is going to look really big, but that's only because the token has to be so large. So
Okay.
It's just a regular. The bar is big, but it doesn't mean more HP. It's just awkward token sizes. Why don't you roll me 2d6? Because it's going to fall and hit the ground, but it's glass, so it's weak to bludgeoning damage.
All right.
So 2d6 for falling damage. Ooh, lovely.
6 damage.
All right, the glass golem is fallen. Zen.
Okay, I'm just going to move as far back as I can and still see it, and then cast my spell at a later initiative.
Okay. Interesting.
Does anyone have any weapons?
I have.
Yes, I have a dagger.
All right. Next up is the golem. It within 25 feet. Oh no! Are any of you still within 25 feet?
Yes.
Shag is, but Arlen's not. Uh oh.
But
Maybe
it's
doesn't want to do
prone.
that. Oh no.
It's fallen and it can't get up.
Yeah, and it's still a greasy ground, and the glass golem is pretty stupid. It's going to open up with its primary attack mode, I suppose. It opens up with a prismatic spray, spraying brilliant colors in all directions. Shag, you need to make me a saving throw versus spell.
Oh wait, that one's actually pretty good. That was not a good roll.
No. When the spell casts, the glass golem causes 7 shimmering multicolored rays of light to flash from it in a triangular spray. It includes all colors of the visible spectrum. Each ray has a different power and purpose. Any creature struck with fewer than 8 hit dice and fails a saving throw is blinded for 2d4 rounds. Uh-oh,
Neal.
there's a whole table I didn't even see.
Yeah, no, this spell is like fucking.
Shit.
Like, Neal, you don't fuck around with this spell.
Well, it's a glass golem, man. It's
Okay.
what its abilities
Hold
are.
on, why is this?
But Neal, I will
token-
say, I do have something on my character sheet that I would like to argue prevents me from being completely blinded. And I'm pretty sure you gave them to me.
Give me the lawyer.
I have a pair of sunglasses on my character sheet.
I'll give you advantage on your saving throw if you're wearing your sunglasses.
Hell yeah.
Go for it.
At least it wasn't the one.
All right. Oh my god, this spell does a shit ton of damage.
I
Holy
told
shit!
you don't fuck around with this spell, bro.
Oh my god!
Neal, are you gonna accidentally kill the party in the first
Oh
hour?
no, am I? I was like a glass golem. That sounds like fun.
Maybe
Oh
just-
my god, you're so
maybe
fucked,
just-
Connar.
Maybe just has color spray. Maybe it just has color spray. Like, I'm pretty sure that spell just one-shots every single one of us every single time.
Well, hold on. If you roll a 6 on a d8, then you just go insane instead of die.
Only.
And on a 7, you're sent to another plane, so that's not
Neal,
bad.
what you said again? Neal,
But
what the
any
fuck?
other of these would one-shot you. Holy shit.
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
Neal, you
Neal was
don't
not... I didn't
fuck
think this
around
through,
with
guys.
this spell.
Neal, this sounds like it would one-shot Dory. What the fuck?
Technical difficulties, please stand by. So, can we get some...
Is this not the... Is the old one way better or something?
Yeah, 2nd edition is fucking broken.
I think one
It's
of
a
them
7th
outright
level
spell.
wizard spell.
It's
So
a 7. Okay.
you roll
Wait,
a
it's a
d8.
what?
It's a 7th level wizard spell.
What?
I was just reading the glass golem entry in the table, and it was like prismatic spray. I'm like, oh, that's like color spray, right? Okay, that sounds like a fun ability.
No!
And then
Oh my god, Neal!
on a 1d8, if you roll a 1, you take 20 damage in addition to being blinded. On a 2, you take 40. On a 3, you take 80.
Oh my
On
god!
a 4, you save or die. On a 5, you are petrified. On a 6, you go insane. On a 7, you're sent to another plane. And on an 8, you roll twice. So
I think it just uses color spray. I think that's the best option.
But I already said it was a glass golem. Okay. It just uses color spray. You're unconscious, Shag.
Okay.
It's just color spray, not prismatic spray. We're just gonna mildly nerf it in the middle of combat. Shh.
Mildly nerf it because
what level are you, Shag?
Otherwise.
What level are you, Shag?
2-1.
He's a level 1 wizard, Neal. That's a 7-level spell. Come on.
No, I didn't. All right, whatever. You're unconscious, Shag. Moving on.
Okay, so
initiative round.
no, I was casting my spell for.
Oh, right.
Initiative.
Give me your spell.
So I'm going to angle it, probably somewhere in these trees, away where it's not going to catch Shag up in it. But there's a fireball going off.
You're gonna hit the glass with the fireball? The glass that's already on the ground with the fireball?
Yeah.
Okay.
Melt it to the ground.
Oh, okay. All right.
Oh, and the grease gets set on fire, so that happens too.
That's true. It'll make a saving throw and fail. So it'll take 16 fireball damage plus give me 1d6 for grease damage.
Oh, sure.
Hiccups.
Wait,
try
that
to
was 1d. Whoops.
That was 1/D. It's close.
D.
We're in the ballpark.
There
we go. Okay, let's roll initiative.
Okay.
Boss Golem goes at 6. Shag is presently unconscious, snoozing. The sunglasses almost helped you.
Almost.
The glass golem stands up, I suppose. Grease. What's the duration of grease? Oh, it's quite long, actually.
Yeah, but it got burnt away.
Oh, that's right. It got set on fire. Sweet. La 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 la. Perfect. So the glass golem gets up and comes after Arlen.
All right.
It is in the shape of a knight, just like a 2-dimensional cutout of a knight, and there's like a hole in the window where it has stepped away from, and it brings up in sort of like a weird jerky motion its glass sword and brings it down on you. And it does lethal damage if it hits. So
I want to nerf that.
it rolls a 2. It's okay. Right? You have better than
13.
10 AC, right? 13.
Yeah,
Okay, good.
Yeah,
Because
I got armor on.
Okay, good. Because it does have +9 to hit. So actually, you would need 11. Yeah. Woo!
Yeah.
It misses you. Zen, it's your turn. Please kill this glass golem really quickly.
Neal, what the fuck did you do to us?
It's fine. Just kill it fast.
Fine.
Just kill it really, really fast.
9 damage to it. Magic missile.
All right. It is so close to dead.
Oh my god.
It's so close to dead. Arlen, you got to break it.
Can I run away? Like, how does
Yeah,
attack?
you can run away, but it'll get an attack of opportunity on you.
Do I get like the 5-foot step or I guess?
No 5-foot step.
No, that's.
You can take a disengage action.
You could try and disengage and run away and leave Shag for dead.
Yeah, that's. I gotta disengage, so I can take it. So I can do that though. I can.
Yeah,
disengage.
it would be a disengage action, and then you could half move away.
Okay, I'll do that. I think. All right.
So Arlen,
I can't kill it in one hit. So
Right.
like, yeah.
Arlen runs away. Zen runs away. We'll go to next round initiative. Shag is still comfortably asleep. Glass Golem goes at 7.
Okay. Oh my god.
Zen goes at 8. Uh-oh. Uh-oh, Arlen goes at
Throw
6.
a rock at it.
All right, Arlen, it's your turn, buddy.
All right.
Rock at it.
Yeah, I'll throw a rock at it, and then.
Give me a roll to hit.
All right.
Natural 20, come on. Please correct my mistake. 17's good enough, that'll hit. Oh, you needed a 16. 17 is perfect. Roll me 2d3 damage. And don't roll double ones. Woo! Bare minimum needed to kill the glass golem. It shatters.
I got my rocks.
It shatters.
I got lethal damage twice on these rocks here.
Scattering shards of glass all over the ground everywhere.
I feel like I need to just give you my magical sling bullets.
Oh my god, you have a magic sling with magic sling bullets when you're fighting a glass golem?
I don't. No, Neal, I don't have a sling. I just have the bullets.
Oh, okay. All right. Woo! The party has survived the glass golem. Just barely. I mean, none of you took any damage, but like one shot from it would have killed you. It did 2d6 damage on a hit.
Okay, so Zen could have survived.
Maybe, yeah. It averages to 7, so.
On a regular hit, I could
on an average, I would be at 1.
Yeah.
What are we doing? We're 3 fucking chucklehead wizards.
We're getting dunked on.
The girl appears from, down the road, looking back and goes, "Is it safe?"
Yeah, maybe.
It's a window. It's gone.
She comes over and looks at Shag and squats down next to him and gently pokes him and goes, "Is he dead?"
Maybe.
She will repeatedly shake Shag, saying, "Wake up, little buddy! Wake up, little buddy! Wake up!" Until you wake up a few minutes later. The road is covered in broken glass, everyone. And it's just going to blend in with the dirt, and people are going to step on it and get it in their feet, and animals are going to step on it. What are you going to do about this problem?
Put a rock there. Not a big rock. It's about what the resources we have available to us right now. So
I have a bomb.
I don't think that'll help.
I think that just makes the problem wider spread and slightly smaller.
Let's just leave it.
You guys leave the glass in the middle of the road.
Hold on, is it just like a pile of glass?
I mean, it's like scattered all over the place. Some of it's, it's a big mess.
Okay, I take out one of my continual light pebbles and just throw it in the middle of there.
Okay.
So it's all nice and shiny everywhere.
So it'll be lit up.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
That way, when we're coming back, we can.
People come from
Adventurers
miles.
Go through this road now, and they're just like, "Wait, it's a will-o'-the-wisp."
There's all this shiny reflection coming from the ground. I think it's magical. We should go around.
I'm like, was it cast detect magic? Yeah, there's a source of magic over there. It's alteration.
Confuse people forever. All right. We are going to go to our first break here on Shenanigans, and when we come back, we will continue the journey to see what the hell is going on here. See you guys on the other side.